Oh, look. They're finally at least allowing me to sign in. I tried twice right at 2. Tried again at, I guess it was like 2:30. I was supposed to DoorDash at 12 to 1:30. I did not adjust the schedule. I let it go through, so we'll see what kind of dash experience this is. It is starting to be the lesser of the times, but if you're a top dasher, from what I remember, you get a lot of orders all throughout the day. Why does DoorDash have top dashers? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense other than to create a division and within drivers, because everything else basically is basically opposite of what they say. So work when you want, all that stuff. Well, that only pretty much goes to top dashers. Doesn't matter how good of a driver you are. And DoorDash is the only company I ever knew that actually started all the drivers out at the highest level and then abuses them to end up basically forcing them to make less money. Makes no sense. So they've even divided the way they do their system among profitable orders to less profitable orders based on being a top dasher. But all the new hires start out as top dashers. And although that might seem nice, ultimately it just manipulates them because they are the most. Come on, anytime you're in a new job, you always do more. Well, you follow the system until there's an issue, and then you start wising up and seeing how things are done, and then you realize, shit, I need to either get out of here or some changes need to be made. But in a food delivery, it's different because even DoorDash divides the system to being safe and non-safe, or safer, because if they're forcing more of the non-profitable orders to those who are not top dashers, well, then that means you have to keep a top dasher rating of above 70%, which means you can only decline 30% of the non-profitable orders, or orders that you don't want to go to. So it's kind of ridiculous the way they do it. I know, I've dealt with it for 2 years. There are other dashers who have done it for longer. And as much as I hate to say it, their market, everywhere is different. But ultimately, it's not that different. The biggest difference would be distance of restaurants to houses, which, yes, is the same thing as different markets. But the amount of people would also mean more drivers to less drivers. So it is what it is. It's all a bunch of garbage, because you would think if you were going to do a company, you would want it the safest and most profitable for all your employees or independent contractors. Depends if you pay. I guess it really depends if you're paying workers' comp. Well, then they're employers. If you're not paying workers' comp, well, then you are a independent contractor. Depends on what's going on. So we'll see what happens. Am I going to be attacked by DoorDash? Most likely. Or are they going to blast me with a ton of non-profitable orders? Or are they just going to ignore me? What is their tactic today? We'll see. Says it's busy. Select end time. It's 2:40. And the busiest times start around 4, because that's when everybody starts to eat dinner. Maybe a little after. Be your own boss. Well, my original dash was from 2 to 4:30. So, no. You're not your own boss. Take what I can get for 40 minutes. Oh look, another independent contractor agreement, contractor thingy. Due to DoorDash's attacks and financial restraints, I am going to accept this under duress and anxiety due to all of DoorDash's games, gimmicks, and dangerous tactics that they use on drivers while they're driving, this being one of them. I am going to agree. I opt out of the arbitration. Maybe they got my letter. Maybe because I sent them an email opting out of the arbitration, and this is the form to reenact it. So I just signed one of these. I think I have a video of it. I'm not sure if I posted it. I will be posting it again. Why would they have me sign it twice? Other than the fact that I opted out on an email for that I opt out of arbitration. And I went through this company online for a small donation. They will do the arbitration for you. So imagine this being another thing to get me to go through arbitration. DoorDash, take the arbitration, shove it up your ass. What's the date? It is April 21st, 2023 at 2:43. Under duress and anxiety of DoorDash's bullshit and not having another job. Having done DoorDash for 2.5 years, and I've already experienced many of their tactics, which I have came to the conclusion that nothing was going to be done unless I actually get the FBI involved, which I've already filed 3 complaints, 1 complaint to the Homeland Security. So as far as this, from the day one when I signed up, I'm just going to do it because I have no other income, and living in my truck kind of changes my circumstances. I have to be flexible. I was looking for a job to be flexible, nor did I realize that I was going to be attacked and have my life endangered by unprofitable and dangerous DoorDash tactics like the pause screen. So here we are. I have not read them. I do not agree to your so-called independent contractor agreement because it is mostly false and it is a con, so that drivers have to accept all full and responsibility, even though DoorDash is attacking you when you don't have an order, and sometimes when you do have an order. So that it goes for your insurance and not theirs. Is that all understood? Duress, anxiety, lack of any other job. Although my second job is now uncovering the bullshit tactics of DoorDash. After many emails and comments to them, not saying that I was forthright in a lot of things that I have said in the past, I did have to make a point to find out for myself whether or not I was being attacked by artificial intelligence, or if I could cause an emotional response, which I did through many of DoorDash tactics, more manipulations, more unnecessary and non-profitable orders than seemed feasible, plus many of DoorDash other fake app issue tactics, which they hide behind quite fervently with. Sorry, my vocabulary isn't the greatest. I don't even really like talking to people. So, hence, I get tied up in my mind, because that's where I spend a lot of my time, unless people are fucking with me, and then I will voice my opinion. Therefore, I am going to agree to this so that I can eat, and unfortunately put more gas than I should absolutely need to do DoorDash, and try to dodge as many unnecessary of DoorDash tactics to cause me, or to endanger my life, or to cause me more anxiety and stress with their fake app issues, pausing the screen, and blasting me with unprofitable orders to manipulate my ratings. Last updated April 14th, 2023. So, no, I have not read them. When it's time to be important, it will be based on a lawyer. However, I cannot attest unless all drivers across the United States and the rest of the world have gotten this very same contract, which I cannot verify, that this could be changed and worded differently than any others. So I am not going to take a chance to figure it out, because I do not know if this contract is also the very same contract that every other independent contractor gets. So under those grounds, mostly out of financial hardship, I am going to agree.